Welcome to IVSA Chart Analytics, your best signals stock market indicators. IVSA Chart Indicators is based on the time-proven Wyckoff-Williams volume spread analysis. It tells you when you should be in and when you should stay out. No more second guessing. It features a stock screener that allows you to follow the smart money. You virtually get in before the public does. Profit with the smart money. Simple, accurate, and available on desktop and mobile devices. Test drive our IVSA chart now.
A very good morning. Welcome to our Friday IVSA chart Friday clinic. I think last week we rebranded our Friday chart clinic to give a bit of branding to what we've been doing over the last few years, volume spread analysis, and many of you has been follower or at least student of Wyckoff and Richard Williams, as well as Bill and myself, and I do believe many of you has benefited a lot from our courses, and this year also our IVSA chart. Now this Wednesday we have a IVSA Pro meeting where some of you came. I believe there was a several of you came. David, Mr. Wan, thank you again. Tech, Alex from Singapore, and also Andrew from Bandar Utama. So just a bit of update. That one, we have taken your requests in here. Some are typically like default ATR, stop loss, fundamental data, and updated monthly. We highlight that from Andrew here. There's another one which is the Elsoft and AirAsia that Mr. Wan did ask. Why wasn't those marked as line change on the, I believe on the 10th for the 1st of October, right? So I will attempt to answer your question in here, but let's go down to our normal agenda that we have. Bill is not here today because he is caught up in what do you call a dental appointment. Okay, he is in a dental appointment today, so he's not able to make it. We will get him next week, right? So we'll get him next week, and let's Bill sort out his own personal matters, health problems in here, but the show will go on. Okay, first just announcement for those who don't know, we are getting a lot of calls now. Bill was telling me a lot of calls are coming in from you guys, and so also from Facebook users about our convention. Not so much, it's more like a IVSA chart and how to read chart like an expert using IVSA chart, seeking the next 100% return, which is on the 19th of October 2014. For those of you who don't know, 19th of October is a Sunday. We want to see, the request was more people want to do it on Sunday, so we do 2 sessions, which is not going to take too much of time, a morning session and an afternoon session. The morning session start at 9 a.m. Registration start at 9, and the afternoon start at 1:30. There will be a small fee, just about 39 ringgit. You do get a copy of the book. And also you can contact Dolly at this number 03-4252-4149, and we'll mind. And just interestingly, we have a call, someone who contacted. What do you topic talks on the 19th October? There'll be 2 speakers basically. We will talk about IVSA, and will be how to look for the 100% return. What are the characteristics of these stocks, which is I've been doing a bit of research and study and wanted to share with you all. And also Bill will be talking about VSA, how he does it too. So there'll be 2 great speakers, myself and also Bill. So it'll be different. Bottom line is the 39 ringgit is used to cover our cost. Very funny. And today we got a call from a lady say, I want to come, but I don't want to pay $39 and I don't want the book. So a lot of people will come in, but the point is, if you cannot afford the small fee, the stock market, it's a very expensive place for you. And I think right now, I mean, you have to get the education right in here. Free things don't come cheap, and cheap tips are cheap because of certain reason in here. I can tell you, right, I have more, or a lot of you would have agreed with me. Just be careful. Things do have a hidden agenda in here. You know, we don't have any hidden agenda. We have this cost, we have to cover it, and I hope you all understand it, why we need to do this. We cannot do this forever. At least we're doing our Friday chart clinic for free, so that would encourage you all to engage us and see whether we are true to ourselves. Do you agree to what just I said? All right, do you agree to what I said? Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, Lai, I know it's very funny. Yeah, a lot of people in here, right? Good. And as long, what I'm trying to say, there are a lot of educators out there. There are a lot of seminar providers. There are a lot of reminders. They are willing to teach you for free. Okay, they're willing to teach you for free. They're willing to give their hearts and soul to you. But at the end, who you're comfortable with, there are many ways. Okay, there's many ways you can profit. Some like it long-term investing, some like it short-term trading. We try to cater to everybody. What I've known that over the years, we have developed certain tools that I use to manage my client portfolio, myself and Bill, and been very successful so far. Yesterday, we just came back from a company visit, which is very interesting, a rubber manufacturer in Malaysia nearby, and we talked to the CEO. Was very nice, and he's a pretty young guy, and I'm quite happy, and he shared his story, how he make his sort of his first million, how he started the plant. It's very interesting actually, being a private fund manager, able to talk to them. We've been doing a lot of visit in there. Some of these things I will probably talk about it on the 19th of October, because some of those valuation shares are a bit high. Perhaps other than Bill will definitely have more to talk about on the 19th. We haven't done one morning. Yes, good on you, Peter. We haven't done one sort of face-to-face session for a long time, and webinar we tend to keep it very short because of the time span and also the recording too. But on that session on the 19th, there won't be any recording there. I have said we just want to do it live, and you can see this is a nice lady in here. So the workshops is on. A little bit of cost. We will have a refreshment in there for the morning. You can also stay on until 1 and chit chat with us. All right. So that's the workshop, how to recharge like an expert and seeking the next 100% return for that one. Now going to Mr. Wan's thing. Let's go to IVSA. The other one was LSoft. Okay. LSoft. Just want to address that. Okay. Now we can see there wasn't any line change here, right? Partly is, this bar here, which is on the 1st of October. What we did, let me just zoom this up a bit so you can see this, okay? Can you see better? Okay, maybe 150% is a bit too much. Okay, can you see better? Okay. All right. So you can see this 1st of October. The reason why is because there is a drop in the volume. Right. Normally what we do, we just don't look at the chart. You see here there's an increase of volume. When the volume increases, right, on the line change, we take it as a pure line change. But when the volume dropped, you see there wasn't any line change in here. So there was strength in here, but wasn't that one. But there was a nice UT here, uptrust. This was LSoft. Typically, you will see market will try to break up in here. We have nice volume here. If you look at here, this is a classic a Wyckoff pattern, which I will talk about on the 15 to 17. I love this. Very similar to SK Press, which I've talked a lot about on the site, and also on the TV too, Capital TV, which I presented 2 weeks ago. Nice breakout in here, just break above the 50 MA. So you can see you're getting a double top here. So that's why the market's going to pull back. 160 give and take. Let's look at the percentage scales. How much has this run up since? You got 120, about 120 to 150. That's about less than 50%. Okay, about 25% in here. So this market is going to pull back to 100, perhaps here. Let's look back to July. Okay. Do you know you can actually change the date here? So you can go back to July. 1st of July and to the latest one, which is, put it 2nd October. You can just update this, so you can see, there you go, right? So you can see the price appreciated almost 35% in here, right? So market expect to pull back down about at least 10% here. If you want to, you can actually see this is pretty nice one in here. You got test in here, right? The really low volume. This, you can say this is a test, but if you look very closely, the volume wasn't that significant. The volume was definitely lower than here, 0.6, but the spread of the bar, right? But we did detect a couple of tests in here. Market floated down back in here. and then subsequently break higher. So that was a nice one in here. A lot of time tests need to be so-called confirmed, right? Need to be confirmed, and once they confirm, they will tend to break out. Okay, let's look at the next one I have for you, AirAsia. Okay, now AirAsia in here, same one too. You can see this one volume is definitely there, but the bar wise isn't that great. You know, you can see the bar of this this current 1st of October was much smaller, that one. So that one, we don't regard that as a line change. Typically, if the bar is significant, you see this bar slightly better. This bar just shrunk. That tells you some profit taking is ahead. So that's a bit of intelligence, I would say, in our IVSA chart in here. Okay, AirAsia now, the question is, AirAsia good buy now? Perhaps wait for it to dip back a bit lower before you want to buy. Now that's just looking at, let's look at, so you just want to make sure we just remove that, okay, and remove that one. Click on, we just press 80, okay, and I'll switch off the percentage scale, because the percentage scale always come from the last figure, which is here. So we've done that one. You can see this really a resistance around 255 in here for AirAsia. All right, let's move on to next on what I have is the stock for analysis, right? Dsonic, first one I'll look at. Okay, I'll just do the easy thing here. Just take the codes from here, copy, and we put in, oops, that doesn't work. Okay, 5216. Now this is Dsonic. This is from all three stock. You can see there was weakness just came in, although you have the market. This 50-day moving average was a really good so-called determination of the short-term and the long-term trend in here. So as soon as it broke through here, you could see sign of weakness is continuing to break down. You almost got a 2-bar reversal. This wasn't that great because the volume is not there. Let me just try to zoom into 3 months, okay? 3 months, which is much better in here. You could see a better one. The volume came in, typically hard, but you still got upthrust in here. Is it a time to buy? Definitely not. It's not the time to buy Dsonic yet. Well, one reason you can see this trend indicator. Can you see this trend indicator here? Let me just, hopefully I can write this. Yep, this trend indicator here is still bearish. Okay, still trending. You want to see a bit more greenish, then we want to be buying. This one we don't want to. So this will tell you at least you want to be with the trend of the market, because the trend will definitely push significantly the price higher. Without the trend, it's tough to do anything. I hope An, you're listening, An? You there today? Okay. If you're there today, oh, hello, Hannah. Okay, let's move on to next stocks that I have here on which one I have will be 2283, 2283, 2283, 2283.kl. Zelan, and that looks like Zelan to me. Looking back at the last 3 months. Now Zelan is interesting. You got tests. So typically tests, we want the market to how do I say? Prove the test is breaking up in here. Now you can is it time to buy? Well, probably I'd like to wait for the line change to occur. Right? Because I only see 3 here. Alright, you can buy it, but you look at the ROE. Sometimes you're just playing on the meta, so you get something like 4 cents here. And looking at the percentage scale, 4%, we go back to 1 month. What are the potential we're looking at? Okay, so this is 1 month here. We got something like 15% if you were to buy here, right? A 15% upside here. So it's a tough call. You got, this is not really a making. It's going to be one of those turnaround stories for Zelan if you buy it. It's not too bad, you know. You got strength coming in here, but I like to see more. Typically, I will show you SK press. Okay, the more you see, the better it gets. This is what I mean. And when you see a lot of strength coming in here, maybe that's the time. But you look at the notice. Do you see this? The return on equity. You notice the dividend and the PE. So you want to have a relatively strong fundamental data to back the company. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying. Right, because the IVSA chart comes with fundamental data which is updated monthly. So that proves you will be selecting the right stock and not selecting stocks like those. Does someone say it makes sense? Right, I hope to hear some comment or reply from you all. Okay, good. Right. Thanks, Andrew. Yep. Cool. This is what I mean. You know, when you get the right tools, you should be on the right track. Move on. Okay. Next one is Scomi 7158. Okay. 7158. Oh, okay. Oh, these are really cranky company. ROE also very bad. No PE some more. Lose money lah. This one. Okay. I would definitely avoid it. Perhaps, you know, looking. Let's look back 6 months here. Okay. Whether there's any potential. Yep. Well, market continue to move sideways here around 40-41 cents here. I would probably wait here. You know, you see this is still pretty much in double bottom. So a recovery story in here. No, it doesn't have the kind of what I said, the pattern that I like. You know, the trading setup is not there. You can see this one, the regional is still red. Perhaps you wait for it to break out, prove itself first, right? Then you want to get in. What is a good ROE? Now, ROE is very personal. Okay, let me give you an example. Malaysia currently ROE we are looking at 16%, average ROE company. Okay, so if you look at in terms of a classroom of students, okay, typically in a classroom of students, let's say it is no, not classroom lah. Let's look at a typical office. Let's go into walk in typical. What is the typical height of everyone in there, including, let's look at a male. What would you say? Right, typical male. What it would be? How tall would that be? 5'6", 5'7"? What do y'all think? Any answers? Okay, good. Getting some answers here. Right, 5'5", correct. Yeah, 5'5", 5'8". So that is what we talk about. If you look at the average ROE for the KLSA, we are talking something between 15 to 16%. Some, you know, maybe more, some maybe less. So if you look at a company that has very high ROE, like we saw SK Press, right, and pay good dividend, hey, that's a good company. So that's what if you look back, SK Press, that thing went out. I said this is the darling, you know. Let me just get back that again. You got the ROE here 20 times, 20%. So that's way above market averages. Okay, that way above market averages. So that tells you why these stocks move up. So those are the things we are looking at, right, on the return on equity. Now Warren Buffett like anything that is above 25% ROE. That is all partly based on old literature or old research back in the 1960s, where there's still growth in US. But going forward today, is there much growth in what we see? Well, what do you all say about it in terms of growth? So what do you say about the growth we are seeing now? Okay, in the world, as for that matter. Okay, yeah, slower now, exactly. So the growth is slower. So ROE around 15-16 times, very good, no? In my opinion, because if you look at return on equity, you put in 100 million, it can generate 15%, very good. Because equity is what shareholders' money is used to being generated. Okay, so yeah, low growth with money printing, correct? Low growth with money printing, because partly there are too many money chasing now for growth, you know, and car sales hopefully it's growing. I'll be completing the so-called the October 2014 stock market comments. I'm just looking at the US GDP growth and the Europe and also Malaysia. Perhaps make a few comments there about typically growth and how I feel about the foreign funds flows back to US. Okay, let's move on to another stocks. 5213. That's from Pelikan. Okay, 5213. Or 5213. Is it 5213 or 51? Yeah, 5213. Sentoria. Sentoria is nice. I like it. You got spring there, still holding up in here. But this was the best push in here. But you know, we just have to wait a bit more. It's a low risk, 150 in here. Look at this again, right? This is what we talked about earlier on, right? SK press and also 5213 or 5231. Actually, I like Sentoria lah. This one's much better. By accident, by accident. 5231. Hey, take note of this. I really like this stock, no? I really like this stock. Sentoria. Okay. Gives I wonder what they do. 5213. Okay. Let's look at the stock that Mr. Wan was looking for, which is what was your stock again, Mr. Wan? 5231. 5231. Yep, Pelikan. Okay, Pelikan here just broke back up to the 200 million. There's some news, so that's a bit of upside here. We're talking about 35, 15 cents from 130. About another 10%, another 10% from here onwards. Okay, so this is what we talk about. Nice one in here, but today there's a pullback. Okay, there's a pullback here. You're risking here, perhaps stop loss. You can put in ATR stops very easily. How we do that one, you can see stop loss about 120 here. Not too bad, not one of the better ones. I prefer to see, because this one is actually just due to that, because once it breaks, it might just float back down here again, right? Not, this pattern is not as good as what I saw for Sentoria. I like that one, 5213. All right, so those are stocks I got. Anyone? I know Linda like to always. Mr. E, good to see you, Mr. E. Right. So any more stocks you want me to look at? Okay, I'll take one or two more. That's about it. Okay, Tune Insurance, OCK. Tune Insurance. Now, Tune Insurance again locked in the sideways market, but look at the return on equity, very, very good. Pays 1.6. This is an investing stock, but PE is a bit overly high. Here, we're talking about 18 times in here. Not much of an edge. You got a bit of selling here, still red. So just wait for it to turn green first on the trend indicator. It's still pretty much locked in the sideways market. Let's look at OCK. This is a nice one. I'll talk more about OCK when I yeah, OCK not too bad. You got 2-bar reversal. It's compared to the other two, this one is much better. But again, PE over value. You know, ROE is certainly good. There's a bit more about maybe 5 cents here. Much a better one. It's been green all this while here, right? And just pops back up in here. Second half of the year growth will be reflected in here. So there's a bit of stabilization in here, right? Yeah, KSSC, yeah, that one run. I'll talk about KSSC this evening, okay? And Kinsa, maybe I'll talk about this evening, okay? Red tone, better OCK, of course OCK lah. Your red tone is full of red tone with a lot of problems, man. So that's all I have. I'll do more of the Friday chart on this evening closing bell. So for those of you who are considering, like members considering to upgrade to premium membership, we highly recommend. There are a lot of things that we normally talk about in premium membership that you don't get it on the like membership. So with that, I end the Friday chart clinic. I'll see you this 4:15 in here, and if not, I'll see you in person on the 19th of October. So thank you for your support, and remember the 19th of October, the morning or the afternoon session. With that, thanks a lot. Bye bye, ladies and gentlemen. See you later.